Essay 265 Communicating Deficiencies in Internal Control to those charged with the governance and management. What do you mean by internal control deficiency? Internal controls necessary to prevent, detect, and correct misstatement is missing or not designed or implemented or operated properly. This is internal control deficiency. A responsibility of auditor in case of internal control deficiency. There are 4 steps. Step number 1, determine on the basis of work performed one or more deficiencies in internal control. Step number 2, whether individually or in combination, is it significant deficiency? Step 3, communicate to those charged with governance on timely basis all significant deficiencies in writing. Step number 4, communicate with management the significant deficiencies in writing unless inappropriate to communicate directly to the management other deficiency unless communicate to management by other parties. Other deficiencies need to be communicated unless communicated by other parties. Next, contents of communication of internal control deficiency, management letter or letter of weakness. Auditor will give this management letter or letter of weakness to management or those charged with the governance. This shall be in writing, containing description of deficiencies, potential effects, sufficient information to get understanding of issue and context. It should explain purpose of audit and related matters, purpose of audit to give opinion on financial statements. It includes evaluating internal controls relating to financial reporting, but not for the purpose of expressing opinion. Matters reported are limited to important deficiencies identified during the audit. What is the usefulness of this management letter or letter of weakness for management? For it is valuable for revising system and insisting strict compliance. For auditor, for minimizing auditor's liability in event of major defalcation or loss due to internal control deficiency. Factors considered while deciding whether a deficiency is significant deficiency or not. Whether internal control deficiency is significant deficiency depends upon not only on whether misstatement has actually occurred, but also a likelihood. Likelihood means probability that a misstatement could occur in the future. So, significant deficiency can exist even if there is no misstatement. Matters are factors which can be considered. Hint is very amazing flaws. V. Volume of activity in transactions balances discloses. A. Amount in financial statements. F. Frequency of exception detected. L. Likelihood of deficiencies leading to misstatements. O. Interaction with other deficiencies. S. Susceptibility to loss or fraud of related assets or liability. S. Subjectivity and complexity. These factors, considering while deciding whether deficiency is significant deficiency or not, also depends upon importance of controls. In case of period and financial reporting, fraud prevention and detection, outside normal course of business, related parties, accounting policies selection and application, monitoring controls, timing of communicating significant deficiency. For listed company, it should be communicated before date of approval of financial statements. For other entities, it should be communicated before date of final assembly of audit file. First give oral communication, then go for written communication.